The following broadcast is the most passionate, high-energy, controversial show in American radio history. Please buckle up and hold on. This station is not responsible for injuries. This is Wayne Allen Root, raw and unfiltered, starring America's most fiery, dynamic, relentless Trump warrior, capitalist evangelist, and conservative rock star. Now, let's go to war with Wayne Allen Root.
So next Friday is a big event here in Las Vegas. It's called DeploraPalooza 2020. It actually goes on March 5th through 7th, but the big event, it starts on Thursday, March 5th, but the big event is actually Friday, March 6th. Stoney's Rockin' Country. That's the main event. I'll be the MC. Wayne Allen Root will have all the great comedians and conservative personalities there. And so there's all kinds of stuff. A VIP meet and greet, book signing on Friday morning. On Thursday, a VIP cocktail party at the Trump Hotel. On Friday night, you've got the main event at Stoney's Rockin' with Wayne Allen Root as the MC. Saturday, March 7th, Social Media Summit at the Trump Hotel. So lots of things going on. So we're bringing you two of the key people making this thing happen. Terrence K. Williams is a comedian and the headliner of DeploraPalooza 2020. I met him down in Florida last October. He is funny. He is a great guy. He is a class act. And he will be here the whole time, March 5th through 7th. Terrence K. Williams, fan favorite of the President of the United States. Trump loves this guy. He was at the White House yesterday. And Mike Pukita is with us. He's the co-organizer of the DeploraPalooza 2020 and candidate for U.S. Senate in Ohio in 2022. So welcome to the show, Mike and Terrence. How are you?
Oh, man, I am doing great.
And Mike, you good? We got you?
Mike, that's my brother, Mike. I'm Mark.
Oh, I've got on the sheet, it says Mike Pukita. Okay, all right, I got it.
All the time. No worries.
Right. So, Mark, let me ask Mark real quick before I get to Terrence. You're running for U.S. Senate Ohio in 2022. Who are you running against? Who's the candidate going to be?
Well, Rob Portman. So I'm an insurgent candidate against the Rhino. So I've got a primary Rob Portman, assuming he runs. And then whoever the Democrat nominee is, I'll have to run against them as well.
All right. So Mark Pukita, co-organizer of DeploraPalooza 2020. We'll come back to Mark in just 1 second. Let's get to Terrence K. Williams because he is a very funny guy. And you were with President Trump at the White House yesterday. Is that right?
Oh, yeah, man. I was at the White House, and let me tell you, it was unbelievable. I couldn't believe I was there, man. Like, I thought I was dreaming the whole time. So, man, it was just a blessing. And let me tell you, President Trump is so real. And what you see on TV is what you see in person. This man is hilarious, and he keeps it 100. He don't beat around the bush. He say it like it is.
And this was for Black History Month. That's what the event was yesterday?
Yeah, so the event was for the Black History celebration. So it was over, it was hundreds of people there. But I was able and fortunate enough to sit at the table with the president. Not only did I sit with him, I sat right next to him. So, man, I am on cloud nine right now. I'm still trying to process this whole thing.
Were you a foster kid? Because I see that online they talk about from the foster house to the White House. Tell me what that means.
Oh, well, yeah. So I grew up in foster care. My mom was addicted to drugs, and she had 9 children by 6 different guys, and she started smoking crack cocaine. And she lost me and my siblings to the system, so I was in that foster care my whole life until I was a teenager, until I was about 15 years old. And I lived in children's shelters and 10 different foster homes. And then not only was I in and out of these foster homes, I made it all the way to the White House. So it's like literally I went from the foster house to the White House. So like, it's a blessing,
tell us,
man.
Terrence,
the American dream is real.
Terrence, tell us about this guy. I'm kind of interested. How did you get invited to the White House? This is multiple times now. I was just there, by the way, for the Hanukkah party. I was invited to both President Trump's Hanukkah party and Christmas party. But those are my first trips to the White House. How did you wind up invited to the White House, and how does President Trump know you?
Well, see, he know me because he found me on Twitter, so he was retweeting me. And how I got invited is, his staff invited me, the White House invited me, the White House staff, because they know that the president loves my content, and he's a big fan of my work. So they thought it would be great for me to be there. And they thought it would be great for me to sit next to him since he loves my content. So it's freaking phenomenal. And listen, I've been there a couple times already. I was still trying to process the first time. So, so now I'm trying to process, both times now. So it's like, wow, it's a lot, man. It's a lot.
Hey, you don't feel bad. It's just I'm just like you. I've been to the White House under President Trump now. I've been to the White House under President George W. Bush, and both times I was so in awe and so blown away and so feeling cool to be even walking into the White House. It's an amazing thing. Can you imagine how cool President Trump feels? He runs the whole damn country. He owns that White House. He's the CEO of everything. He's the commander of the military. He's the leader of the free world. Can you imagine the power to be President Trump, Jared? It's amazing, right?
Let me tell you, I understand that he is. I know that he's the president of the United States. He's the commander-in-chief. He's the big boss. And believe me, I felt like a badass sitting right next to him. I thought I was on top of the world. Couldn't nobody tell me nothing. I felt like King Tut in that building, man. So it was awesome.
All right. From the Foster House to the White House. That's a great story. Hey, Terrence, hold on for a sec. Let me talk to Mark for a minute. Mark Pokita, co-organizer of DeploraPalooza 2020. So tell us, Mark, how did you come up with this idea, and what could people expect to see when they attend this event in Las Vegas this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday?
So what I'd say is I did not come up with the idea. Charlie Beavis came up with the idea, and I was just one of the first people to see it online, and I immediately jumped on it because I just loved the thought of getting together with like-minded people. Las Vegas, how bad can it be? Trump Hotel. So I got on the phone and talked to some folks, him, Charlie, and Rachel down in Florida, and I just said, I'm in. I will be your first speaker. But, as an insurgent candidate in Ohio with I'm not a career politician. I've never held office before. I'm like, I'll take any speaking event I can get. But luckily, it worked out to where this is going to be a first-class event. And I think Terrence, in terms of working with Charlie and the people that are arranging this, he will probably validate that. We're going to have a great cocktail kind of party for VIP, kind of VIP Thursday night with mini AOC and Terrence and people like that everybody's going to get to meet, and then a big program on Friday. I mean, Wayne, it's just person after person after person after person. It'll be entertaining. It'll be fun. It'll be energetic. It'll be energizing, and I think it'll be a way to kind of kick off for the people that come how to associate with one another and work with one another driving toward November 3rd, 2020. That's really what it's all about. It really is a party, but it's more kind of a networking event and a family-oriented thing, and it's been a blast to be part of it, and I actually can't. I'm pinching myself. I can't believe that it's coming up next week.
And Mark, people can buy tickets. What is it? DeploraPalooza.com. Is that the right place? DeploraPalooza.com.
Correct.
DeploraPalooza.com. Terrence, tell us, Mark, thank you. Terrence, tell us what we can expect to hear from you at this event, Terrence K. Williams.
Well, I don't want to give it all away. You're going to have to come and see what I got to say. But let me tell you this much. I'm going to say everything that I get banned for on Twitter and Facebook for. Everything they don't let me say, I'm saying there on stage. I'm saying it. So it's going to be real. It's going to be funny. And of course, I am going to clown the liberals. Of course. It's easy. They give me endless material. So
all the stuff you couldn't say in front of President Trump in the crowd, right? You couldn't say it there, sitting next to President Trump at the White House yesterday, but you could say it uncensored in Las Vegas at Stoney's Rockin' Country this Friday night, March 6th. In other words, a week from tonight, 5 to 9 p.m. The MC's Wayne Alaroot. Lots of great guests, including Terrence K. Williams, who's just on with us, comedian, and Mark Bukita, co-organizer, candidate for U.S. Senate in Ohio, 2022. And it's called DeploraPalooza. Great event. 3 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, all built around the Trump Hotel. Wayne Alaroot, worn out. Thanks, Terrence. Thanks, Mark. See you Friday.